Okay, so I really want to find out what's going on with Farina after all of the Archon Quest stuff, so I'm just gonna do this right now. Ah! Hey, girly pop, where are you going? Where are you? Accept. Yes, yes, I accept this. To yesterday, the Little Oceanid. Okay. To yesterday, one day you and Paimon arrived at the Adventurers Guild to check out the commissions there. I am right here! Wow, what a coinky-dink. Okay. Hi.
Hey, Catherine, it's us. Got any new commissions? Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps?
You didn't have to be so direct. The more lucrative, the better. I mean...
You know we're worth it. For quality work and speedy results, choose Paimon and the Traveler.
That is true, that is true. We get everything that no other adventurer can do.
It's always a pleasure to see our two most avid adventurers again.
Yes.
Looking for the next challenge, I see.
Uh-huh.
Actually, we do in fact have a rather urgent commission that is still open. Having read the details, however, I don't believe you'd consider it to be lucrative.
Don't worry about that. We were just kidding.
Hmm.
So what's the situation?
Are you sure, Paimon?
To put it simply, the requester is looking for a temporary replacement actress for their musical.
Okay.
The original cast member ran into some issues and is currently unable to perform the role.
Okay, so it's gonna be Farina, huh?
But the troupe has also been experiencing some financial difficulties, so unfortunately they cannot afford to pay the replacement actress.
She's gonna get paid in publicity, as usual. Oh my god. Strike, strike! I'm just kidding. Aw, that's too bad.
That does sound like a tricky situation. So basically they're looking for a volunteer?
Yeah, but the volunteer has to put in, they have to start from scratch, they need to learn all the lines.
That's right. Our adventurers reached out to many actresses, but none of them were willing to take the job.
Of course.
There are only a few days left until the
Oh
performance.
no.
If they can't find someone in time, they'll probably have to postpone the show. And delays tend to create all sorts of new problems.
That's really bad. A few days is not enough time. Farina could probably do it though.
Got it. Oh, this one's a doozy. What do you think, Traveler? Any ideas? Even if we took the commission, neither of us have any experience starring in musicals.
That's true. Very true.
If you're interested in helping, why not start by having a chat with the requester? He's right over there.
Oh, hi.
Maybe you can't fill the role yourselves, but you might be able to help him figure out another solution. Maybe there's something he hasn't thought of.
Oh, it's that guy, huh? No wonder, he looks like he just ate a sour lemon.
Got it. We'll go talk to him.
Paimon approves, let's go! Hello there, are you the guy looking for a new actress?
Wait, I know you two. Are you really willing to act in my musical?
No, sir. Lawick, sir. No.
Wow, sounds like we're pretty famous in Fontaine already.
No, we're not going to act in your musical.
But to answer your question, neither of us have any experience in musicals. But we heard that you're in a bit of a bind, so we figured we could at least try to help you think of a solution.
Ah, I see. It's okay. I knew that asking for a volunteer was a long shot. If we can't find someone to step in, we'll have no choice but to cancel the show. It would be such a shame.
Can't you cover the budget for a new actress with ticket fees?
That's the thing. We're not some high-profile theater troupe, just a group of amateur enthusiasts. All our sets and props are very crude. We're grateful enough just to get an audience, never mind ticket fees. If we had a way to make this profitable, things might have turned out differently. But now, it looks inevitable that we'll disband.
It sounds like the theater troupe that Kaya was helping out in his hangout.
Disband? You're splitting up the troupe?
No, shut up.
Oh, I guess the lady at the Adventurers Guild didn't tell you? Yeah, this is supposed to be our final show together as a troupe. So we were really hoping to end on a high note.
That's really unfortunate.
Nobody wants things to just fizzle out. Not after all the time and effort we've invested into it.
Catherine mentioned that one of your actresses can't make it.
Yeah, the leading lady, in fact.
Of course, it's a leading lady.
She's been dealing with a chronic illness ever since childhood.
Ooh.
And unfortunately, it flared up again recently. It really drains all her energy, so she's in no state to perform.
It's not Elazar. Because Elazar is kaput now.
The show just won't be the same without her. But for everyone else's sake, I still hope we can find a way to hold the performance on schedule.
True.
Got it. We have a clearer picture now. Let's see if we can come up with any ideas.
Paimon, you do it.
What if we sponsored the show? Traveler, how much more are you carrying?
That's really generous of you, Paimon. And also, what the frick? I'm the one holding the money.
Please, there's no need to go that far. I wouldn't feel right asking such a huge favor. And I can't promise that we'd ever be able to pay you back.
That's true. Mora isn't the biggest problem. How do we find someone who's a good fit for the role?
Good point. If the actress just goes through the motions for the Mora, that's not exactly rescuing the show.
That's true.
We should find someone who will put on the best performance possible.
Hey.
Oh, wait! What about... you know who?
Oh my, great minds think alike. I was just thinking that.
That's how you know we're the best of partners. Anyway, she should have all the free time in the world right now.
How do we know where she is? Like...
She's really good at performing, and she was once super popular with the crowd. Performing in a musical should be a piece of cake for her.
Okay, but what if she doesn't know how to sing?
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous.
FURINA.
Her? You're... That was a joke, right?
No. You think I'm joking?
Nope. Paimon doesn't actually know if she's performed on stage before, but Paimon's pretty confident that she'd be really good at it.
And everybody's like, no, I don't want her. She's a fucking fake-o.
You're not wrong there. She has actually performed in a number of big-name shows before. They were one of the reasons she was so popular.
Okay.
But even if she's no longer the Hydro Archon, it's not like she's suddenly a commoner.
I mean, fair. Fair.
She's still an idol to many people in Fontaine, including myself. I just think Lady FURINA might feel a bit out of place in an amateur troupe like ours.
You want the show to go ahead, don't you? Are you prepared to do whatever it takes?
Well, yes, but...
Just do it! Just do it! Let's just try and ask her, dude.
Fair enough. I mean, if she was actually willing to, then of course I'd be honored to have Lady FURINA star in our show. I'm sure the rest of the troupe would be delighted too. I'm sure everyone in our troupe has probably dreamt of performing on stage with her one day.
Okay.
Of course, it all depends on whether she's interested. She might consider this opportunity beneath her.
No point in stressing about that. We'll only know if we ask her.
Okay.
And besides, things are different now. There's no reason for her to be all high and mighty anymore.
Well, you don't know about that. Let's go. It'll be good to check in on her anyway.
Thank you for your help. I guess I'll just stay here and wait for the good news. Good luck.
Wait, where does FURINA actually live nowadays?
Yeah.
She used to live in luxury at the Palais Mermonia, but she's, moved out, right?
Let's go ask
As it
Nicolette.
happens,
Oh.
I have her current address here. I can provide it to you.
Should we be giving out
Woo!
addresses,
What did you get here?
Catherine, huh? Could you be doing that?
I came over when things were starting to sound more promising. I thought I should be at the ready in case my assistance is needed.
That sounds like a breach of privacy, Catherine. Unless it's in like a, you know, like a city directory where you can see everybody's addresses. But other than that, I don't think you should be giving out people's addresses so easily. Okay, Catherine? That's not really a good thing to do. I know you're not a person. I know you're just a robot. Oh.
It is my duty to support commissioners in any way I can.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Well, now that we've got the address, we'll go find FURINA. Back in a jiffy.
Okay. Hey, yo, where you at? Little Oceanid. Oceanid. The Little Oceanid. Okay, where are we going? What's that? Oh wait, they're still here. Oh.
I can't believe they're seriously asking Lady Furina. Seems a little over the top.
I mean, if anybody's gonna ask her, it's us, dude.
Try not to worry. May I pour you a glass of water?
Yeah, where? Lives, oh, she lives near, down, where's that, though? Sorry. Okay, now I'm done. Let's go. Where's she at? Go down this road. I'm very bad at direction. Come on, Nouvelette. She lives here? Oh, well, Nouvelette did say that she was gonna, like, provide board, lodging, food, travel expenses, everything.
Did Catherine really give us the right address? She lives here?
Yes?
Not that there's anything wrong with this place, it's just,
Of course.
a bit of a step down from the Palais Marmonia.
You know, it's common courtesy to make sure the homeowner isn't in earshot when you're denigrating their abode.
Wow. Ah!
Popping out of thin air become all the rage. First Catherine and now you?
Her voice is so much, like, softer and, like, she sounds so tired and it makes so much sense, okay? I understand.
I was just out on a shopping trip. I ran out of macaroni, so I went to grab a few more bags.
Oh, she sounds just like a normal girl.
I used to have a much wider range of choices when it came to food. But now I'm finding that simple, traditional home cooking can be quite delicious too.
Don't you get sick of macaroni every day? I don't think she eats macaroni every day, either.
Not at all.
Oh.
As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have macaroni and tomato sauce one week, macaroni and bolognese the next.
I want to look at her. I didn't get a look at her, like, vision. She has it already.
Oh, sounds like you're really struggling to cope.
Is it because you have to do all your own cooking now?
How rude!
Oh.
Questioning my cooking skills. The audacity! It's not like I have a very eventful life these days. Actually, I barely leave the house. So I don't see how it's unusual that my meals are a little simpler now too. Besides, I'm sure I could master dishes like la lettre faucilor or blubber profiteroles in no time, if I felt so inclined.
Okay.
Ah, there it is. You don't know how to cook.
I mean, she'll knows how to cook something.
Not yet, maybe, but... Anyway, what are you even doing here? I do hope you didn't come here just to ogle at my fall from grace.
No, why the hell would we do that?
Let me first be clear that I'm not taking guests at this time. So if you're just here to clown around, then please be on your way. Shoo!
Sorry! We're sorry! Please don't be mad!
Paimon was just showing concern for your well-being.
Yeah, exactly! What the Traveler said! Paimon wasn't trying to make fun of you.
But it sounds like you are now, Paimon.
Hang on a sec, you weren't exactly holding back either.
That's not important. We actually came here to ask for your help.
My help? Well, maybe you're forgetting that I'm no longer the mighty Hydro Archon. I don't even have a vision, you know.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's nothing that serious. It's just very specific, and you're the one with the power to help.
If not you, then no one. You're the only person for the job.
Oh? Well, if that's the case, then fine. I'll spare you the lecture about your attitude just now. So tell me, what specifically makes this matter so specific.
You tell Furina about the troupe's plans for its final performance.
I see. I knew you couldn't have come all this way
Oh.
just to amuse yourselves at my
Hey,
expense.
her house is nice. Come on, man. Nobody can live like that all the time. Like, or does she just own one of the apartments? But still.
After all, I was once the brightest star in all of Fontaine, well versed in all the various performing arts. A mere musical is well within my capabilities.
Wait a minute. So if we have a second quest for the boss, the next Trounce boss in Fontaine, is it still gonna be Furina's second story quest, or will it be Nouvelette's instead, considering that he's the one with the power now and she's not an Archon anymore?
But given the present circumstances, I'm afraid I must regretfully decline your casting request.
What? Why?
How come? It sounds like this would be a breeze for you.
True, but I have made a decision to retire from the stage.
Don't do that.
Although I am no longer required to play the role of the Hydro Archon, the time I spent inhabiting that character has left an indelible mark on me.
Fair, fair. You've been acting for 500 years, and then they're asking you to act again.
Centuries of pretending to be a different person changes you completely. I'm not the same person I once was.
Bro.
Of course, that can't be undone now. It's too late, and I have no intention of reinventing myself all over again. But at least I can say that I no longer desire to play any new roles.
You know what? Fair. Fair. So that's how you really feel.
Paimon can understand,
Paimon, no. She has 500 years of trauma.
but this is just a one-off part to fill in for someone who's sick. Surely that's
Shh,
okay.
Paimon, no. She said no.
Whether it's a one-off or not, it's a boundary that I've committed to no longer cross.
That's very good. Yeah. Set your boundaries, Furina. And now that she said this, I will actually be upset if she actually ends up doing it anyway.
If I make an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving a back door for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be the same as not having a boundary in the first place.
Fair, fair. I accept this. I agree wholeheartedly. You know what? You're right, Furina. I don't want to bother you.
So I'm not going to perform, and that is that.
Okay, good. Good.
Okay, guess there's no convincing you. Well, is there anything else we can do to help out the troupe? Otherwise, they'll just have to disband without any fanfare.
Are you gonna... Is Furina gonna teach us how to be a good musical actor? And then we'll do the role? Gonna be hilarious.
Do you know any other actors who might be interested in the role?
Absolutely not. Nobody.
Nope.
Short and to the point. Okay.
You do it.
I've never been great at maintaining relationships.
Fair, same.
Besides, anyone I've ever worked with probably couldn't wait to get rid of me. Since I'm just an ordinary person now, they'll probably just laugh in my face if I go asking them for help.
You shouldn't assume the worst of people. Oof. That hurt. That was a little personal. What's wrong with making one exception?
True, but I mean, could you even blame them? I show up out of the blue, begging and groveling for their help with a show they won't even get paid for? Oh, no way. I'm dying from embarrassment just thinking about it. Nope, not happening.
Well, is there anything else we can do? This performance really means a lot to the guy we're working for.
Have I not made myself clear? You're
Ooh.
barking up the wrong tree. I don't want this job, nor do I know of anyone else who would. Sorry. I didn't mean for that to sound so harsh. I wish I could help, really. But if I thought I had the answer to this problem, I would have said so by now.
It's all right, Furina. Paimon just wanted to make sure we tried everything. Oh, everyone in the troupe will be so disappointed.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's try to come up with a plan B.
Yeah, I guess that's all we can do now. Alright then, we'll see you around, Farina!
Toodaloo to you too. I'm going home to take a rest now.
Bye. Okay, Farina. Okay. You wanna hang out though? Like, just like chill? Go back and pass on the word about Farina's views. Okay, wait a hot second.
Think about it.
Okay, I'm recording again. You're gonna continue the Archon quest? Okay. Sige, have fun.
What's going
I
on?
really
Are they
want to
arguing?
discuss it with you after you're done.
That's besides the point. I'll ask you again. Why did you start looking for a replacement without my consent? When did I tell you I'm going to take a step back?
You didn't need to say it. We've known each other for how long now? We know the signs. But you never tell us about your illness, even when it's clearly flaring up.
And that gives you the right to make a decision on my behalf?
Ooh. Oh, this is
Shortly
not
after
good.
you left, the troupe's lead actress came to the Adventurers Guild. She believes that she's healthy enough to perform.
I don't know about that, Chief.
Excuse
see.
me, but can you both take a moment to discuss something else for now? The adventurer assigned to your commission has returned.
Sorry, I was just dealing with a little misunderstanding. So, how did your conversation with Furina go?
Oh, she said no.
Sadly, it's a no from her. We tried to persuade her, but she wasn't having it. She doesn't want to play the role for personal reasons.
I mean, fair.
I see. Well, circumstances have changed a little, so maybe that's not such bad news after all.
Mm-hmm.
You see, our leading lady has just informed me that she's well enough to make it to the show after all. Staging the musical with the full original cast was always the dream, of course.
Okay. That's good. This is really good.
Oh, right! Sounds like everything worked itself out then.
Imagine if we had managed to convince Furina to join, only for her to find out she's no longer needed. Bruh.
Yeah, she'd be livid. We'd get the scolding of a lifetime.
Jeez, is Lady Furina really so harsh with people?
No. It's not that she's that harsh.
Only joking, calm down. So, guess we can consider this case closed now, huh? Despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission, we were still racking our brains for ideas on the way back here.
Yep.
Look, there's no point arguing with you about this anymore. You've made yourself very clear, so I'll stop looking for a replacement.
I wonder if she will be healthy enough, though, to go through with it.
This is the last chance we have, though. If your illness flares up again, there won't be time to find anyone to replace you. So, are you absolutely sure you'll be able to handle it? The whole team is putting everything they have into this final performance. We have to make sure it goes ahead.
Yes, I'm completely confident. I've been taking a new medication from the doctor, and it's working brilliantly. I'll definitely be able to tough it out until the performance day.
You should just rest the day before the performance.
I share everyone's desire to commemorate all our years as a troupe with a proper farewell show. So, the last thing I want is to be left out.
True.
Every one of us thinks of this troupe as their home, myself included.
You're right. I'm sorry. I let myself get too worried about the show. I should have asked for your permission first.
Oh, you never even asked?
All's well that ends well. Sounds like the show will go on.
Paimon, wait here a second.
Sure.
Hey, how did you... I was just passing by because I realized I forgot a couple of items on my shopping list.
Aether, don't grab her like that.
All right, I'm coming. No need to drag me. Hello, one and all. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation just now.
Farina? Didn't you say you were gonna take a rest at home. What are you doing here?
Lol, she just wanted to see.
I was just ever so slightly concerned about the situation you mentioned. Yes, a teensy bit concerned, that's all. When you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position and said some strongly worded things.
No, it's fine. You
and
need to
all
be...
before I even had a full grasp of the situation. Anyway, I just feel a bit bad about how it went down.
No, it's fine. You were very clear. And you made boundaries, and that is fair. Absolutely fair. Very good.
I'm sorry, Paimon.
Aww. No, you don't need to apologize. That's fair. You didn't do anything wrong. You said no.
Oh, it's totally fine. Paimon didn't take any of that personally.
Then why didn't you just show yourself?
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions, don't you? I felt very sheepish, having had a change of heart after flatly refusing you. And then, to make matters worse, you caught me. But in any case, it sounds like the issue has already been resolved.
Yeah. When they said they were gonna ask for your help, I almost had a heart attack. I mean, how could we be worthy of having Lady FURINA star in our show?
There's no need to think like that. And no need to keep addressing me as Lady. Just FURINA is fine. I was wondering, if this troupe is so important to all of you, why does it have to disband?
Financial problems, you know, the usual artistic problem. Problem for artists. No money.
If the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution. You could put the shows on pause while you look for a sponsor, for instance. Everyone seems so devoted to the troupe. I'm sure if you keep chipping away, you'll find a way through.
Aw, she has experience with that.
We all want to believe that, but some things are just beyond our control. Everything's been going downhill ever since we lost our director.
Oh.
She was the heart and soul of our troupe. She kept us going.
What happened?
Her name was O'Reilly, and she was the founder as well as the artistic director of our troupe. And tragically, she was a victim in the serial disappearances case.
Oh my god.
What? That's actually how I recognized these two. It was all thanks to their efforts that the true culprit was brought to justice.
Oh, that sucks.
But still, no sentence can bring our director back to us.
Yeah.
She was a loyal fan of your performances, Miss FURINA. They were what first inspired her to get into musical theater. She rallied many people around her who were destitute or had lost their sense of purpose in life, and convinced them to join her troupe. She wrote her own scripts, acted on stage, and mentored each and every one of us.
Wow.
People loved our performances back then. We seemed to be going from strength to strength. Things were really looking up for us.
And then disaster struck.
Yeah.
Yeah. After that, the entire troupe fell into disarray.
That makes sense.
None of us know anything about script writing, let alone how to handle the business side of things. We've been doing the best we can. But despite our efforts, things are slowly but surely falling apart.
Okay.
It's agonizing. But ultimately, we'd rather end things now on our own terms than stick it out to the bitter end and watch all our dreams turn to dust.
Oh.
That's so sad.
What a terrible waste. A gifted artist from humble beginnings, who achieved so much and no doubt had much more to give. And then her life was so cruelly taken. I suppose it's fair to say then that this final show, besides being your farewell to the stage, is also your final gift for her?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. We all miss her terribly.
Well, good thing I followed the Traveler here. After hearing this tragic tale, I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
FURINA?
Mm-hmm.
I know what you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set for myself. Besides, they're no longer looking for a replacement anyway. I can, however, provide some artistic guidance from the vantage point of a highly experienced audience member.
Okay.
But only if you feel this is something that would help, of course.
Oh, most definitely. We'll take any guidance that you can give.
We unfortunately don't have any budget for a consultant, though. Will that be a problem?
I don't need any compensation. All I'd ask in return, if you're willing, is that you tell me some more about the life and work of your late director. Something I've begun to realize since my departure from the Opera Epiclese is that there's a lot you don't see when you observe everything from on high. The law only judges criminal behavior and does not weigh human emotion.
True.
The court's verdict can settle the question of criminal liability, but what about all the unresolved emotions of the parties involved? What happens to them?
A verdict can bring emotional catharsis. They come pouring out and flow away into
An interesting answer. But if you ask me, I think all emotion shall ultimately return home to the heart and slowly settle with the passage of time. Take, par exemple, how this troupe pines for their late director. Things such as this I have never witnessed before, and so I should like to observe, perchance to understand.
Still a fan of your old dramatic monologues then, huh? You just want to get back in on the action, don't you?
No. This is a completely different situation. Pearls before swine.
The name's not Swine, it's Paimon!
Would you be willing to join me? Come on, take a break from adventuring to listen to a story.
Since it's you, I'll do it, especially since it's related to the serial disappearances case.
Thank you all so much. Our director was a huge fan of Miss Furina's performances, as of course we all are. Alright, follow me. We'll go to our usual practice space. Please excuse the size. It's a little on the smaller side.
Okay, okay. I'll